Welcome! As a 21st century educator, we must strive to be relevant within our classroom environment. In order to do this, we must find people who can help us learn, grow, and improve our literacy in our current and future environments. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of how to build and develop a connected learning community using social media. As educators, we're all pretty familiar with professional development. It's a time for teachers and admin to get together in order to hopefully develop new skills and stay up to date on current educational trends. According to Nussbaum, Beach, and Hall, connected learning is similar to that idea, but a newer model that's geared toward the 21st century learner. Being a connected learner is a way to build communities locally and globally, using our resources online. Connected learners have the ability to connect and collaborate with each other online in several different ways, before taking what we learned back to our students and our colleagues within our school district. In this video, we'll dive into how using social media, specifically social bookmarking, can assist in the development of a connected learning community. Whether we realize it or not, we are making design choices every time we choose to create a new lesson, handout, presentation, or any other student-facing materials that we use regularly. What's more interesting to think about is that our design choices impact the way students experience the material we choose. I believe we can boost student engagement, reduce distraction, and improve retention by following the same design principles that designers use when creating for clients. Designers are taught simple rules such as guiding the eye, grabbing attention, and improving readability and understanding for all reading levels. I believe that we need to incorporate those same techniques in our classroom to promote a learner-centered experience within our classroom material. To increase awareness, collaboration, and use of graphic design techniques when designing learner-centered material for our classroom, I've been curating graphic design content for educators using the social bookmarking platform Scoop.it. This content being curated on this specific topic includes articles, videos, tutorials, ready-to-use templates, and inspiration that I've discovered both from the internet or other design-centered professionals. My plan is to use Scoop.it to move conversation towards inquiry and deep learning as colleagues and professionals curate content around common ideas. When people use social media or social bookmarking to collaborate and network, they are able to move from congeniality to collegiality, fostering a culture of collaboration. Building relationships online surrounding a common goal allows professionals to feel safe, to share ideas, and meet a common goal. Soon, individual walls will come down, and conversations will move from polite to productive. Social media is a great tool to build connected learning communities, and on Scoop.it, it's even better as I can find and connect with people sharing the same interests as me. Scoop.it allows me to scoop or curate content that is relevant to an interest and then build a network of professionals around it. When joining Scoop.it, it's suggested that I link my professional social media pages like Twitter or LinkedIn. Once I did that, I was able to see and follow users who are connected to my networks, and they are able to find me as well. They will become what Scoop.it refers to as my community. As I scoop content to a topic board, I then have the opportunity to share that same content to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts as well. This is a great way to use Scoop.it to engage professionals within my community. I chose to build my connected learning community by following topics and curators who share my interests like graphic design and presentation tools. As I curate content, either by scooping a link from the internet, posting my own content, or scooping content from other like-minded curators, I am not only engaging with my learning community, but I'm also taking steps to build it as well. I believe that when connected learning communities work together towards a common goal, the members stay involved and interested. In fact, the community members should really be viewed as an action research group. Steps action researchers usually take begin with identifying an issue, then making a plan to improve it. After the plan for improvement, they'll begin to gather data and information about the issue in order to take action, interpreting data and reflecting on the outcomes, then beginning the cycle again as another issue is found. In my connected learning community on Scoop.it, all members believe that putting graphic design principles to play when communicating ideas to any audience is vital to the message. Now that we all have identified that problem, members take steps to solve it by curating content that can be used in practice. One of the most important ways to grow and evolve into a forward-moving, active learning community is to interact. Every time I comment on posts, share them, rescoop them, use the thanks button, or suggest relevant content, the curator will be notified of my topic. This is a great way to get other users to reciprocate on those topics they care about. I may also choose to mention the curator when I share their posts on my other social media platforms like Twitter. This is not only best practice, it is also a great way to show them our shared interests and in turn build up my community. In order to strengthen and empower this community of connected learners, all members must understand the role of being a transformational leader. In research by Nussbaum, Beach, and Hall, an important contrast is made when we think of what a traditional leader is as compared to a transformational leader. A traditional leader leads in an authoritative way. However, a connected learning group is made up of a group of transformational leaders who work collaboratively to empower connected learners to participate in their own learning and leading. Transformational leaders lead knowing that their members have a shared responsibility to make the community rich in knowledge and expertise. So with that definition of leader in mind, Scoop.it gives community members access to a community leaderboard. Remember, because my community is made up of curators whose topics I follow, it's important to check and see how my community is evolving in order for it to be sustainable. The Scoop.it Community Leaderboard not only shows me how my community is evolving, but it shows how my role in that community compares to other community members. It's important that all members are being encouraged to continue to curate content in order to keep the learning community going. One major barrier I see in using Scoop.it is trying to convince fellow educators that they need to change their teaching strategies. It's easy for teachers to get caught up and frustrated by the idea of change. Especially for veteran teachers, thinking about changing how we teach is enough to make us quit. Connected learning communities shouldn't make us feel like we need to change how we lead or teach our classes. Connected learning communities should simply expose us to new ideas so that we can view ourselves as lifelong learners. A minor barrier I see is the wanting interest to continue to use Scoop.it due to the reluctance to be adaptive and exploratory in our classrooms. It's easy to get caught in a rut when we're used to teaching the same content over and over again. We need to be as adapted as we expect our students to be. We should be ready to take ownership in our learning experiences and be prepared to practice what we learn from others in our communities. It's easy to see how asking a teacher to start using graphic design principles when creating presentations could feel overwhelming. Instead, by sharing knowledge about graphic design strategies, tips, and tools from professionals and leaders, teachers have the ability to learn, play, and experiment with new information. Connected learning communities can empower us to model lifelong connected learning for our students as we leverage and share our experiences in our classroom.